Thumbnail is updated. I don't know. Is it? Alright, well, you guys are going to have to let me know what is going on with, you guys are going to have to let me know what is going on with the microphone. I found the setting. I might have to tweak some things. I found the setting for, oh, it looks like I can mess around with it. I found the setting for the gain for the new microphone. If it's up too high, how's the volume? If it's up too high, let me know. If there's lag, let me know. Tonight, for some reason, it seems laggy on my end, but YouTube is telling me I'm all green. I'm all good, baby. So let's see what's going on. All right, we got some people here. You guys got to let me know how it's going, though. Let me scroll up. Are you wearing pants? No. Hey, yeah, what up, Ronnie? Killed it at Comic Book Day. Yeah, I had to spend the day packing. Oh, man, packing sucks. I feel like to pack properly, it takes so long. It feels like you don't get shit done, you know what I mean? It's been all day, and I think I got volume fine. I think I packed like 2 boxes. Raph, he's packed up. The Penguin, he's packed up. The Walking Dead stuff's been packed up for 2 weeks now. But I got denied on that apartment, so I gotta look somewhere else. The damn background check got me. They got me. Dog, I am not playing no games with you tonight. I've been playing with you all day. Give me that. Give me that. Come on. Go get it. Alright, so, what do we got? You are an amazing channel. I'm more than a channel, damn it, Unknown Gamer. Keep up the great work. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. All good, no laggy. No laggy haggy. You all good. Remember, a little laggy volume is fine. Lucille. Oh, yeah, Lucille with Rosita's Bullet is going to be on its way Monday. Bromosexual. Yo, Taylor Ryder. Yeah, that is awesome. He's sending out yet another bat, which will completely complete the entire collection, more than I even need. That is a lie. You need every version. The next version, listen, Tyler, I'm having a vision now. Okay, the next version, you need to get some kind of glue that's extremely transparent, like glass. Okay, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna pull this off, but it needs to be a Lucille, right? That's smashed in half as if it's being smashed over somebody's back. And it's all splintering and shattering everywhere. It has to be like the masterpiece of bats. You know what I mean? Can we make that happen? Oh, still laggy, someone says. And then I got 10 people saying no lag. Banana Gaming. You're going in timeout, bitch. Yeah, he said kill yourself. Is that... I feel like that shit is like... He's like just now catching up to the party. Like that shit was like, you know, on fire in what, 2015, 2014? You just seem dated, bro. Even your insults are as expired as your creativity. You wanna talk shit on this channel, bring your fucking A game, Banana Game, and kill yourself. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to 2014. Take this shit and get out of here. No, I'm not even close to being drunk. This is what happens when you're doing something monotonous all day and you finally get to sit down and relax. You just chill a little bit. I'm not shitting. Packing sucks. Yo, Ronnie, shout out from Adrian W. Sorry you caught it before. Nah, spin. 2020, man. You're good. You're good. You do a good job, modding. You're alright. Where's that DD Productions guy? We might give him a chance. I don't know. I tried checking his background, but it's a little limited. So I was waiting for him to interact a little more before I put him on. No lag. Ronnie live, and it's beer thirsty. Yeah. When Ronnie, how's it going? Excited for Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah. They still showed us too much, you know? But yeah, I'm hyped. I want more zombies. Will the bats be in the mail video? Yeah, bats will be in the mail video. I'm also going to do a complete, once the Rosita bat gets here, I always plan on doing a complete review. I didn't know I was getting the Rosita bat, though, till recently. The other day he told me. But it's going to be a up-close review of all the bats, all four, standard, the bloody, standard bloody, and then the comic variant, the black and white one, which is fucking sexy, and then the Rosita bat, which I seen a picture on Instagram. That shit looks incredible. Sound great on Texas. Awesome. I would prefer it if Rick kills Negan instead of Maggie killing him, because there has been more interaction between Rick and Negan. If Maggie killed Negan, I believe I wouldn't have the same effect. Yeah, I think it comes down to preference. Wow, that lag looked reptilian. Yeah, I don't know. This is what it sucks. Like, I want the stuff to be crystal clear, but I already know until I can get the hardwire when I move, because there would just be no point. By the time I get it hardwired here, I'm already moving. You know what I mean? Well, that's, I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. Filmmaker wannabes, Ronnie, Jared here. I hope my letter filled with signatures. Yeah, that's actually in the very next. It's in the editor. It's like 40 minutes long. I'm trying to trim it down, but I think it's going to be long unless I do it in 2 parts. You guys let me know. Do you want it in 2 parts or 1 part? I figured it's a mail video. The people who are interested most likely will watch it if it's long. So there's like a usual 5,000 people that watch those type of videos regularly. Like I can always count on that core 5 that are interested in that particular video. So I don't think they'll care if it's a little long. I'm running low. What's up again, sir? Talking about mail. Will there be a mail vid soon? Love you and Juliet. Yeah. Come here. You shut up. Yeah, there will be a mail vid tomorrow. I'm hoping there will be a mail vid. Ronnie, you drink a OE? Yes, sir. They didn't have Colt 405. The mug guy, what up? Rum and Coke here. When I was working at the bar, I tried to get them to make like a like specifically to that. We were able to sell it, and the people coming who knew me at downtown, they came specifically to me for that drink. But it was Coke and weed, and that was I used Jeremiah weed whiskey. I think it's a cherry. It's a few years, so this is when Juliet was first born. It's cherry whiskey with the Coke, so it's just Coke and weed. It's just a Jack and Coke, but you're getting the Jeremiah weed. I'm almost positive that's the whiskey, but it's a cherry, and then you use the cherry Coke, I believe. It's something like that, with like a cherry in it. But I fucking loved it. Making them, drinking them, shit, yeah, I loved it. Because that was my shit. Whiskey, scotch, the cheap shit though. Like $20 bootleg, I think it's whole bottle, $20. There's something called Benchmark number 8. You know how Jack Daniels is number 7, I think? Benchmark number 8. It's cheap as hell, $20 for a jug, and that shit tastes just as good. Well, maybe not just, but close. Michonne Grimes. My husband just got home. I gotta go. Okay, I'll catch the replay live. Live the stream, Ronnie. Have a great night. Have a great night. Better get running before your husband finds out what you're doing. Judith DM. I'm in a party, but I made it finally. Hi, Ronnie. Hello, Rowdy Rabbit. Keep lagging every now and then. Liking these live streams, Ronnie. Ronnie, you all good in Scotland, bro? No lag. Dude. All good here. Okay, really lag. Alright, so you got a 40. What shows you watch The Walking Dead is on break. Well, let me see. I mean, if there's... I don't know if there's anything I could do about the lag, guys. What shows do I watch during the break? I'm not watching it. The Leftovers came on. That's good. I am watching Better Call Saul. I'm just not reviewing it. Dan's Reviews wants a shout out. Which I probably won't if the feed fills with people asking for shout outs, I'll probably just stop that. But since it's just a couple people, it's not a big deal. What was there? The Leftovers, Better Call Saul, When the Preacher Comes Back. I want to watch that. Am I watching anything else? Waiting for the Game of Thrones. I don't think I'm watching anything else. Ronnie, can I take a moment to say how thankful I am, how much time you are spending with the fans? The channel may be in a rough patch, but to me it feels like better than ever. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, the live stream is the one thing. I know a couple people were asking, Ronnie, why live streams all the time? And I'm trying to explain that. That's why I put up that video earlier today. I'm trying to explain one big part is practicing, hands-on. Nothing beats hands-on, knowing what things to tweak, and I still haven't even gotten into putting the chat on the screen so you guys can see it. You guys can see all the chats, the super chats, like all that stuff going on live. And you could do that. People do that. I just don't know how to do that. And since I was packing all day, I don't really watch anything about it. Okay, I see you guys. So 41 shows. Yep, we see them again. It's 3 a.m. here. I'm hallucinating, or does it say something on the bottom of that bag? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Mr. Random Guy, Ronnie, how does one join the Saviors if they're a loner? You just run into them. I mean, the Saviors, that gets tricky because we see them taking people, you know what I mean? But if they run into you and by yourself, depending on whether or not you can handle yourself, if you're smart, if you're a doctor, you're either going to join and do something. The doctor wasn't living like a king, but he still got more privileges, I would imagine, than the regular people living in that warehouse area. You know, you don't want to treat your doctor like shit, you know? He'll die somewhere getting stabbed up, you know? So I think it all depends. If you were a loner and you're just a piece of shit, they'll throw you in with general population, you know what I mean? If you're a loner and you could put in work and you give off that vibe, they'll take you and make you a right-hand man. Yo, what up, Ronnie? And if I miss your questions or whatever, let me see here. If I miss your questions or whatever, I just can't get everything because it keeps skipping. There's someone else is saying there's a lag. Oh, no. You're saying the lag is good. You can deal with the lag. Yeah, we got to hold in there. Just hold in a couple weeks. And once we get hardwired, I'm still tweaking things, though. But once we get hardwired, I fucking hope we get rid of that shit. Fear vids. Ronnie, just take the... Wait. Omar Daniels. Yes, The Leftovers is amazing. Sad it's ending this season, but glad the show's ending. I'm kind of nervous, though, because I seen something that David Lindelof talked about how they weren't going to do it for a third season. But HBO wanted them to leave it open-ended for a third season so that way they can do possibly a fourth season, fifth season. But with the way David Lindelof and them were talking, it leads me to believe we're not getting any definite answers. And I don't need anything definitive, you know what I mean? But don't leave it, like he said season 2 was a good ending. Fuck the hell to the no, to the what? They didn't answer shit. And that's the biggest cop-out, is to present this world that is filled with so much mystery and leave without any clues. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's bullshit. No, we're done, dog. We're done. Stop that. This dog is going to hound me. No, we're done. I played with you already. Get going. Find something to do. Go chew Juliet's crayons or something, you retard. Have you ever heard of the Got spin-off series? No. Are they really doing a spin-off series? Love this, Ronnie. Thanks for your time. No problem. Hey, I'm having fun with this, you know? I went from packing and being bored out of my mind to chit-chat with you wonderful sons of bitches. J Money. Practice makes perfect. I agree. Priddle says, do as Negan says. Yeah. See, and there it goes. The whole damn thing glitched again. Can I see where it glitched again? I'm having minor lag, but it's tolerable. If he misses your question, just give it a few minutes. Try again. Dude, you got to get on board for American Gods. I'm getting into that, yeah. People convinced me yesterday, and all day today I had to pack. So I went from last night's live stream, I'm convinced, all day today is straight packing and then back to the live stream. So there's just no time. But, you know, tomorrow, the day after that, I don't care when it's on. I'll buy the damn episodes. It's Amazon. It's like $2. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely trying it. How is the sound? Is the sound righteous? Because I messed with the gain. Let me see if I can do this. Watch this. Look, dog, if you don't back the fuck up. Get going. He looks at me like, I want to play. Look, here's the game. Can you guys hear me a little louder? I'm moving it up. I don't want it to go all crazy. But there it is. I put the gain a little. Oh, well, motherfucker. That is, wow, that looks loud. Let me turn that down a bit. But see what I mean? I'm learning some shit. Dude, you got to get on. Oh, yeah. Have you played the Dead Rising games? Yeah, I did. I played Dead Rising with when I was at Juliet's baby mom's welfare house at her mother's, some shitty project area. And we have this shitty TV, and we couldn't read anything because that was when the 360 had like the standard and then the high def. So I remember being so annoyed because I couldn't read shit, and you had to run around reading shit, taking pictures. But I played it. I liked it. I got the remastered version for my PS4. I didn't like it though because, you know, it's dated, and I don't think it holds up well being a dated game. Bathtub Barracuda. That's a cool name. How many seasons do you think Fear will get? Well, 7. Let's go with 7. You got to keep in mind, Fear, even though it's not doing anywhere near what The Walking Dead is doing, it's still beating out all the other shit that AMC is doing, you know? Breaking Bad is fucking incredible. If anyone got kids, I'm sorry. But it is incredible. And it's still pulling in, what, 2 million? And that's a generous estimate. I think it was pulling in like 1.5 for the majority of its lifetime. And then there's a few episodes, or I think like the finale or the end of the seasons or whatever, pulled in almost 4 million. Something like that. But just keep that in mind. This is Breaking Bad. Listen, I'm sorry for how this sounds, but Fear the Walking Dead doesn't hold a. There's no chance. It doesn't even hold up next to Breaking Bad, and it's still pulling in those numbers. AMC's not gonna back down off of that until Fear the Walking Dead drops, to under 1 million. That's when I'll start thinking that Fear is gonna get canceled. Amy just froze just as the bag was up. No, that's it. Go play, pup. DD Productions. We're working on it. We were just talking about you, DD. We're getting you there. You hang patient, and you'll be a mod. That's my word. Patrick Starr. Spin. I just subscribed to you because we're both from Arizona. Why did I read that out loud? Greg Thomas. Daddy05 sentenced. Did you hear? No, I didn't hear. Are you sure? Because it is the... Yeah, it is the weekend. And if he was sentenced, I do know that... Wait a minute. What do you mean he was sentenced? He wasn't even charged criminally. That was a civil suit that was brought on, and that was for the custody. Unless there was something else that came up I didn't know about. But I was originally going to write Fuck Daddy05 on the bag. If that... Fun fact. What a piece of shit. Go to VidCon, bitch. Yeah, Brianna, no, I didn't get to participate in Free Comic Book Day. I would have loved to, but because the guys at the comic book shop, they're awesome. But I had to pack. Talk about GOT. I love GOT. Do you got? I love GOT. What's there to talk about? I get lost in the world of Game of Thrones, so I don't even know if there's much I could talk about because it wouldn't even be coherent. The Walking Dead, LM. Ronnie, have you seen Black Sails? I think you'll love it. No, I know what it is. I've seen promo, like posters and stuff, but I've never tried to watch it. I might get into that when I get some time. Hey, Ronnie, the sound volume is so much better today than it was yesterday. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, I was able, the artist working with me on Doomsday Kingdom, he did some live stream stuff. he told me that if I actually opened up a source for the microphone, mute the original source for the microphone, that source that I manually opened up or created, it has a function that I can move the gain up and down. So that's what I did, which was awesome. Huge shout out to James Milne, by the way. Appreciate that. Why does it say stream dropped? I don't know. Thoughts on The Leftovers so far? Episode 1 was off the hook. I loved it. Episode 2, that's the one that just followed. No. I watched episode 1 and 2. I started late on the finale. Episode 3, I don't. No, it's a bottle episode about the dad. Fuck. Give me 10 minutes about the dad and then keep it moving. But I tell you what, they did it well. The entire episode, it was good. I don't know. I got bored after a while. I just wanted it to be over. Arizona represent. I'm with you, Blake. Fear the Walking Dead sucks. I stopped watching it because it was boring, says Fashion Babe 06. Yeah, for a number of people, it's just not for them. It's just absolutely not for them. I think that's where a lot of the problems, well, it's not even problems, but a lot of the clusterfuck around me reviewing Fear the Walking Dead, because it is, like I said, when I say I love it, I get shit for loving it. When I say I hate it, I get shit for saying I hate it. The big clusterfuck actually revolves around the fact that I find the story and the ideas problematic, you know? But I am such a huge fan of the zombie genre, there's no way I want to stop watching. Like, I want to love it more than anything in the world. And it's nowhere near as bad as, like, Resident Evil. If it was Resident Evil, I would have quit, and I would have just been like, no. Not at all. J-Dog, have you seen Colony? Lori from Walking Dead was in Colony. Yeah, Lori and Sawyer from Lost, they're in Colony. I want to see that. I want to see that in a big way, because there's a part of the idea. Now, here's the thing. It's rough, because there's a part that's similar to something I have in Doomsday Kingdom that happens way, way, way into the story. But it's also so incredibly different. If you read it, you probably wouldn't be like, oh, that sounds like Colony, because it's so different. But there's a part for me, visually just looking at Colony, something in Colony when they were doing the promos, there was a certain part, and I was just like, man, that, you know, I want to look into that show, because if that's too close, I'm gonna change it, you know. Yeah, clusterfuck is a funny word. Judith DM Ronnie, you had an after party here after you left yesterday. Yeah, I saw that going on for a couple minutes. I was checking something on the computer, and I didn't want to shut the screen down because you guys were talking. That's why I messaged you guys, and I was like, wait a minute, because I wanted to make sure that was live and you could talk back and it wasn't a delay from when I saw it. So when I messaged you, that's what I meant. I was like, oh, YouTube is letting you guys talk. So I left it up. I didn't click out of the thing because I was going to click out, and I thought, if I click out, does it shut it off? Nah, if they're having fun, I'll just leave it up. So I left it up and put the sleep timer on the computer, so that way I don't know how long YouTube let you guys talk for, and I don't even know if I could control it by shutting the screen down. Juicy drop pop. I don't get excited for Fear the Walking Dead, but I don't want to miss it either. Yeah, there's a lot of fans I hear that from. DD Productions. I'm going to Sonoy, Georgia again. I'll post some more pics on the Facebook group. Yeah, I'm going this summer, or probably the end of this year, when they're starting. What? Oh my God, no. When am I going? I don't know when I'm going. I was originally gonna go towards the end of this summer, but they're not doing anything. Are they? I forget their filming schedule. No, yeah, they're still filming season 8. I was gonna go and do a, like a vlog for the channel. Go down, do some tours of the filming sites. I wanted to eat at Nick and Norman's and stuff like that. I've already talked to a few people. Maybe I can meet some people out there. Some other stuff, maybe some surprises too, if we can. Some really cool ones. So I don't know, but I want to do it definitely. Oh my God, I'm now choking on my soda and laughing. Someone said something funny. Who's my favorite character in The Walking Dead? That would have to be Rick Grimes. He's my all-time favorite. In season 8, hopefully we get a Glenn flashback. If it's proper, like if it's absolutely necessary, the last thing I want it to feel like is, oh man, we want to get our buddy actor back on stage, you know, back in the group. Which, if that was the case, oh my God, I completely understand their want to do that. But I think there's definitely something they can do that would feel necessary and absolutely complete. I mean, you could do something by bringing Glenn back in such a way that would just, you know, blow people away. You know what I mean? There's something. If you sit down and think about it long enough, there's something. Exotic game. I mean, even if it's something small, even if it's like something tiny, and this just hit me now, but maybe this is real fucking cheesy, but even if it's something where they're in war and a bomb goes off or a grenade goes off next to Maggie's head and she gets down and she's struggling to get up and she goes to lift her hand up maybe to grab a wall, you know, to get up, and it's Glenn's hand and he helps her up, and you know, you do some kind of music and shit going on, you got the ringing in her ears from the grenade, and he helps her up and do a moment there, you know what I'm saying, and then have her build up her strength. Like she could have even got wounded a little bit, nothing serious, and maybe this is a moment where her people are getting killed or people are getting killed around her. You could even do something small like that. That might sound cheesy, but so don't quote me there, but you know what I mean? Even just that little moment. You don't even have to have them speak, but just him helping her up. But you guys think about it. But something like that would be cool, you know? You're running. I was thinking of 100th episode coming up. I feel there may be a load of callbacks to the season before. What do you think? Well, let's be very careful with this, because I'm starting to get annoyed with this question, because there's already spoiler stuff coming out from Set Picks that are specifically talking about that. And this is stuff I want to avoid on the channel, especially for live streams and Q&As. If you got that from somebody else, they took it from the spoiler site. You know what I mean? Let's cut the bullshit right now. I'm not calling anyone out in particular, but let's look at this, and I'm going to say something that's from a set photo. We don't talk about set photos, but this is so minor, it doesn't matter. There is a picture from the set of Carl wearing a hat, carrying gas, and he might even be carrying a bag. And there's also an image of Rick Grimes from season 1 carrying the a gas can and the bag and the hat. So every day I'm getting 50 messages about callbacks to season 1. That's red flags, because everyone's asking me about callbacks to season 1. And sure enough, somebody sends me a message on, was it Instagram, with the damn image from, and I had to tell them, but I really appreciate it. And it's usually a kid. No offense, but fuck, it's usually like a 12-year-old or 13-year-old kid. I'm like, no offense, but please don't send me set photos. This isn't bad, so don't feel bad. This is just Carl carrying a fucking gas can. But sometimes it could be something truly bad, like when we had the Glenn fake out. Everyone is sending me pictures of Glenn with Jesus, you know, on the, what was it? Glenn walking with Jesus, knowing that, yeah, he clearly lives. And I was so lucky to not see that until after, because there was a moment where I really thought, man, would they really fuck us like that? You know, there was a moment I was really doubting myself, because I made a video immediately. I don't believe this. There's no way. You know, there's no way. But for a moment, I thought they might do it. So yeah, if anyone's telling you guys that shit, stay away from those people, because they're most likely they're putting stuff they get from spoilers, and they're just not saying it's from set photos, and they're just putting it out there. And that's how we got fucked on the Abe and Glenn thing. And I feel so annoyed about that back then, because here I am like a fucking idiot talking about it, not knowing, because I'm doing the Q&As and I'm like, oh, are they going to do double deaths? Will it be Abe and Glenn? Oh, that's, you know, oh, la, la, la. So then I got a dozen people yelling at me like, you were talking about it. I was like, I didn't fucking know, you know, fuck. I was a bit perturbed. Is that a word? I feel like that's a word. I don't know what swifty means. What does that mean? Would you be okay if Daryl died? It all depends. If he died right now, episode 100, I would not be okay with it. I don't think it fits the story. If they did something with the story and there's something there with it, might not be. Remember how I was talking about the Daryl and Dwight shit? That's gone because Rosita took that. But there's something else. There's an element there between Daryl and Dwight that's missing. If they fill that element and maybe do something, I just feel like if he died right now, there's just something empty with his character and his character's storyline. There's just something empty. It's not his time to go right now. Serious horde in here. What? Yeah, what do we got? 216. I think this is fun. The most I've ever seen watching was 234, but that's fun because we can get more people watching. I don't know. I really should have scratched those first 2 live streams because they were so jittery. Maybe people think that it's always going to be jittery. The next live stream I'll put successful, no lag, but that's a lie. There's lag. Anyway, hey guys, share the stream. Yeah, share the stream. Knowledge, bring Glenn back during the birth of the baby. Edgar, that might be done off screen though if we have a time skip. Judith, just saying, not, just first thing that popped in my head. Said she's in the UK. Wayne Paul, Q&A, what does it say on the bottom of your bag? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I got sensitive teeth, that just hurt. Cold beer just touched my tooth. I had a tooth come in, like the wisdom tooth, and it cracked another tooth, and that got an infection, so they ripped that son of a bitch out because it would have cost like something ridiculous to fix it. So I said, it's all the way in the back. I could still pull, bitches. Tear it out. So they tore it out. Ever since they took it out, I have weird sensitivity now. Like, cold beer touched my tooth, and I wanted to just fucking cringe. What do we got here? Yeah, damn kids. That girl wearing the glasses. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Raiders cat. Laugh out loud. The reason I go to Mapp is to get away from the kiddos. Listen, there's some really cool kids. If you're a kid out there, you're watching this stream or you're whatever, there's some fucking cool kids out there, and they toe that line. They know what to do and what not to do, and some of them act more mature than some of the adults. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of them don't, so it gives the other ones a bad name. Robin Alice. Wow, I just got home from work. Haha, I missed it. What did you miss? You're here now. I hate spoilers. Fear vids. Yeah, I hate them too. The problem though is they leak into our discussions and we pick them up without noticing. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to point that out for everyone who hears people talking about that. You might be hearing it from somebody that follows spoilers, that just, sliding shit in. Dog, if you don't, what are you doing? Nizzle Prizzle. Where'd you get that name from? What does that even mean? Sometimes I see names and I'm like, fuck that. What does that even mean, bruh? Do you think Rick will lose his hand at some point close to the finale? They could put the claw back on sometime in time skip. They've done it with Merle in the past. No, I think Merle's hand looks utterly ridiculous. I mean, come on. It looks like they're covering up a hand, That is way too much space in there. No, I am 95% against cutting off Rick's hand. First off, it looks dumb. They did it in Game of Thrones. They took, which, by the way, if you haven't watched my review of Season 3, I think it is, with Captain Phasma and comic book Rick Grimes, they cut off the one guy's hand, and he looks just like Rick Grimes. He has the same color hair. He has the kind of face. He has the hand cut off. But the problems persist. First off, they give him this gold hand that looks like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore. I'm sorry, but that Jaime Lannister hand looks so ridiculous. It's laughably bad, I love Jaime Lannister. Even though he fucks his sister, it's a little weird. But for a character, he's awesome, you know what I mean? He looks silly as shit with that gold hand. Merle, I love him. If I could, I mean, one day I'm gonna get a 1/6 scale figure of Merle because he looks badass, and I love Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker is the shit, you know. Michael Rooker has the acting career. When I was little and I wanted to get into the movie industry, that was the type of actor that I always looked up to. I didn't look up to like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. It was the one who was in every single movie you've ever watched, you know what I mean? But you don't remember him until you know his name and his face. Like Merle, he becomes super popular with us with The Walking Dead. Now we remember back to all those movies we watched, and he's in everything. Everything you can think of, he was in. That is the shit. You know, fuck being a like a movie star where you do one big movie a year. No, man, that dude's in everything. That is the shit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, yeah, the hand. It looks ridiculous, and I think Rick will look stupid. The cat's out of the bag. Two things. He will look dumb. He will look so dumb it's not funny. They can't afford it. They'll have to cover it up. And two, it's the governor's storyline, and that's gone. That's just gone. Yeah, it's just gone. Walking Dead girl. How long do these streams be? How long do they be? As long as we want. Now, I do gotta cut it down. I could go a little over an hour, but I do gotta cut it down after that. So let's burn through some questions. Mr. J, the moment in the comic where Dwight shoots, is he around? Could that happen with Daryl? With Daryl, I don't see how you mean. If Dwight is taking out his own men, you know, to help, if you substitute him from Daryl, it changes the whole story. It changes the entire purpose of that scene. So I don't agree with that, no. Unless you mean something different and I'm reading it wrong. Brett Reed. What do you think will be the casualties by the hands of Alpha? I know it isn't time yet. Just want your opinion. Right now, I don't know. I have no idea. That's something where I would have to, if you want an honest answer, I would have to sit down and kind of look at the stories. I couldn't just name, because look at certain people are gone already. You know what I mean? For all we know, Father Gabriel could be one of those heads. So I have no idea. Daniel Lowlive. G-Day, shout out please. Wait, oh, good night, good day. Shout out please. Someone self-promoting again. Yeah, we get a lot of people self-promoting. Robin Alice. Some of the self-promoting, though, let me give you a tip. If you are somebody who self-promotes on other channels, I'm saying this to be nice, you're wasting your time. YouTube has some kind of, and I'll make a video one day showing and proving, they have some kind of fucking insanely accurate algorithm that if you copy and paste shit, like, hey guys, come and watch my shit, or if you do anything where you're on multiple video, and I'm only guessing, but if you are self-promoting, even without a link, because if you put a link in a YouTube video, 9 times out of 10, they're going to put your comment in a spam folder. But if you, all the videos, when I go to my spam folder, it's all other channels going on multiple videos. Maybe that's what it is, and that's what makes me think, guys, check out it. I make YouTube videos. I make Walking Dead videos. Everyone who's commenting that, you might be able to see it, but I'm telling you right now, YouTube is taking your comments and they're putting it in a spam folder. So that's, if no one answers you, some of them I'm sure slip through, but if no one's answering you, that's why. Don't waste your time. Make good videos. Put in work. You know, contact other creators and try to do some collabs. I'm even going to start doing some collabs once we get settled. I got 3 other channels I'm going to work with as soon as I get settled. And fuck, just do your thing. Don't waste time. Because first off, people aren't going to respect you. The person making the videos ain't going to. I didn't do that shit when I was... Did I? No. I might have done it once on a Walking Dead, like an AMC, but that's different. It's AMC. But other than that, people won't respect you. The viewers who you want to click on your shit, 90% of everyone who reads, they won't respect it. Focus on making the shit and building up your social media. And that's real talk. Yes, perturbed is a word. I knew it was a word. For some reason my brain was telling me it wasn't. Like termites on your soul. Do you think Carol and Ezekiel could become a couple? Yeah, I think they could. Wall Street Journal. Yeah, they're the fucktards who did that. Yeah, they're just idiots. Stop reading half your comments. Laugh out loud. Are you talking to me or someone else? AB Deanna. Do you think Daryl will believe that Dwight didn't know about the scavengers? Yeah, I think he'll believe it. Amy Murillo. Are you going to add people on PSN, and what is your favorite food? I have no idea. One day I might add them. Here's my thing. You guys let me know. I know what I'm doing on a gaming. I grew up playing video games, but what is that? Like, I add you, right? Because I don't ever play multiplayer online. So even if I do add you, are we ever going to, you know what I mean? Because I'm a campaign lover. There's once in a while. So if you want me to add you and I add you and we never communicate, don't take that to heart. I don't do multiplayer. I love campaigns. I love stories. So yeah, I'll do it. But what's my favorite food? Probably pizza. I love buffalo chicken wing pizza. That shit is the bomb. Just Simply Nerd. Ronnie, have you watched or heard of Rick and Morty? I've heard of it, but isn't it a cartoon or something? Brandon Carper. Unless it's delayed coming, I'm on 2 bars with Verizon watching and you're coming across good. Awesome. Awesome. Josh Norris. He's bashing Wesley Snipes Jr. for some reason. Wesley Snipes Jr. Who's that? Wait, Wesley Snipes has a kid called Wesley Snipes Jr.? Jose Juan. Do you ship Jesus and Daryl? No, not at all. I like it because it makes Daryl's scars on his back more meaningful, plus they would be an epic power. Alright, you're going to have to explain that. You know, I get the power couple, which I think you're wrong because, you know, if it was comic Jesus, yeah, I'm there. Epic power couple, sure. But TV Jesus, no, they went a different direction with him. He's a badass, but he doesn't hold it down like comic Jesus does. The scars, though, you're going to have to explain that one because they already kind of set that story up, and if you're going to try to say his dad beat him because he was gay, like that's not going to fit. You're forcing it in there. You can make Daryl gay all you want. I strongly disagree with forcing that scar thing, though. No. His dad beat him because he was a drunk. They said that, you know. So you would just be messing with something that they shouldn't be messing with, to be honest. Fashion Babe. I've been watching her channel for a few years. I got to start reading the comics because of you. I'm on. If I click this down button, I'm going to lose your comment. It's different than the TV show. I'm on issue 2082. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it's different than the show. Oh yeah, there you go. It's different than the show, and it's cool too. I got sucked into the story. What do we got? Kate Gat. The only way I could see Maggie seeing Glenn is if she's given birth and she. Wow, are the comments that far behind? Seeing Glenn as if she's given birth. Oh, giving birth and losing shitloads of blood. She's losing consciousness. For her. Yeah, they said we said ask for spoilers on any actors on pulling to the channel. No, because no one has committed until I say it's confirmed. Some of it will be cool. I mean, think of some secondary people. You know, think of people holding up King Ezekiel's community, or people at the Hilltop, or walkers. I mean, you know, think of people like that. Maybe people at Alexandria. Hell, maybe, you know, somebody in the makeup department or something, you know? Maybe, yeah. Think along the lines of that. That was vague enough, right? Think of everybody who could be on the show that's not the main cast. We got to baby steps. We got to work our way up, you know? But you'll love it. Yeah, Raiders Cat. That's what I was trying to say without being rude. Once in a while, I will play multiplayer, but I'm telling you right now, it's like once or twice a year. I am a campaign nut. I love the stories. I won't buy a game if it's online only. And I was before I was addicted to Call of Duty. Like, I had to play the hell out of that shit. And we're talking multiplayer every night. Either, you know, choose some mushrooms and just sit down, and it was like real life, you know? But it's just, it's not, you know, it's not like that anymore. So when you have a kid, shit changes and your life goes to hell. I'm just kidding. I was a fucking dickhead. Go Coyote, or GC Coyote. I'm watching on iPhone. How do I do Super Chat, and can it be done with PayPal? I don't know if it could be done with PayPal. I'm hearing it can't, you know. And if it can't, I wouldn't really worry about it. I'm gonna look. I should have looked into it. Why didn't I look into it? But I'll look into it. What time is the mail video going up? I'm gonna work tomorrow. I have no idea. It's not gonna be in the morning. If you got work in the morning, it won't be in the morning. Because first thing in the morning, I got to run and pick up my daughter, and then we got to get some groceries, and then come home. You know, I got to give her a bath and all that other stuff. So, worst case scenario, it'll be up later in the day. Main deaths in Season 8, Simon, Morgan, Tara, Jadis. Possible. Kill confirmed. I may be an asshole, but I'm not even close to being drunk, bro. I've only drank in like a third of a 40, not even a third of a 40. So somebody's going in timeout. Did someone already put you in timeout? I don't know, but I'm putting you in timeout, bitch. Okay, what's where we are? Yeah, just listed 10 today. So Taylor Ryder listed 10 bats. I don't know which bats. Confirmed. He's not drunk. No, not even close. Josh Norris. Why is everyone mad at Wesley Snipes Jr.? Yeah, who the fuck is Wesley Snipes Jr.? I knew who Wesley Snipes is. Demolition Man, some fighting movies growing up when I was little. He's a has-been nowadays. Josh Norris, why is... wait, we already did that. It's Aiden. Will you ever review the earlier seasons of The Walking Dead? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to review the earlier... Just real quick. 1 in the chat. Boom. Go for it. If you want me to review the earlier seasons, you know. Put a 2 in the chat if you want me to go episode at a time. 1 in the chat if you want me to do the whole season. For the old seasons. 1 through 5 probably. Even though we did review 5 on this channel. But you know what I mean. They said, we said. I hope I'm one of... No, you are not one of the 3 channels. And it's not because you pissed me off somehow. We just haven't discussed it yet. One of the 3... It's a first come, first serve. I'm not going to just yank somebody and put them in the head of the line. There's people who I've been wanting to do collabs with. You know, I thought it would be fun, and I've been telling them just have some patience for such a long time. I would feel like a dick if I just put someone ahead of them, you know. So I know what are some people want to do collab? Well, there's something I want to keep a secret because it's kind of funny, but who's somebody I could say? Physical Gamers. I'm trying to lock something down with us. But there's also some other people, so you just relax. Elijah Jackson. Love your fucking channel, though. What do you mean, though? It makes me feel like you said something earlier. Add me on PSN. Oh, bro, that's never going to happen. Add me. It's just no offense. I'm never going to find that comment again. Once we get off a live, it's for some reason YouTube erases the comments. I don't know why. If there was a setting I could change, maybe I could write that down. Fucking YouTube. E. Smith something. Ronnie, if you don't play multiplayer, then there's no point. Matt Marion, Spin, he was talking about Ronnie, question mark. Oh, I have no idea. Mark Scott, Q&A. Do you think that Shiva's dun-dun-dun might be the event that thrusts Carol and Ezekiel into a deeper relationship? That's rough. It's possible. It's possible. But I don't know. I don't know. I think they might start building something before that if they do. But keep in mind, I still think they don't need to, You know what? I just noticed this. You know what my shirt looks like? Remember back in the day, like, you know, when I was growing up, when the signal would cut out from the satellite. No, not even the satellite. When the signal, you would lose it from the TV and it would go. I just noticed that. That's what my t-shirt looks like. It's fucking lame. All right, what do we got? That's nasty. Ronnie, if you were in control of The Walking Dead for Season 8, who would you kill off first to help forward the story, not because you want them dead? Well, that's rough. How would the story even begin? Who would I kill off first? My first initial response is nobody. Nobody. It would take a few episodes. Nobody at all. If I were to plan it out, just off the top of my head, if I were to plan it out right now, sit down and say, okay, how do you want this to go? I would think of how I want it to go like music. I would want it to start off like Rick is just, winning. 3 episodes of winning. Episode 4 comes, maybe insert something that could become a problem. Episode 5 comes, and then 6 comes, and you have that on the back burner, and then done. After episode 6, the game changer. And notice it's before the mid-season finale, because the mid-season finale is where every fan and all those other casual fans who only watch the premiere and the finales and the premiere and the finale, they're the ones who, and this will bring them back. You got to watch every episode. 6 is where not 1 but 2 will die. Who? Tara, she's gone. She'll be one of the minor characters. Now we'd have to pick a, and there's a reason story-wise, we're not going to go into that, but now we'll go into that. It's to bring Oceanside in. Tara's death would bring in, is that Kimberly? That's her name? That would bring in Oceanside. It wouldn't be right away, but it would be necessary. So let's say Tara in 8 or 6 and make it vicious. It's got to be vicious. And then what else could we do? Because this is the point where you give the viewers a false sense of security that Rick is going to just destroy Negan, and we're going to get, and you want the comic fans to say we're going to get the new beginning in the mid-season finale, you know what I mean? Or the mid-season premiere, da-da-da. So once you lure them into that, game changer, Tara's gone, and who would be that? Holy hell, can't believe it. Can't be Maggie. Can't be Enid. It can't be Carol. I mean, it wouldn't push the story forward the right way if it was Carol. Can't be Morgan. Not at this time. Morgan would be more towards the finale. Do we even have a big character? I mean, could Tara's death be it? What if you do Tara and Francine, and I mean make it brutal? What else could you do? You could do Father Gabriel. He's already came back some, but I don't know. I like that. You know what? I'm blanking out. I can't think of a main character that I would kill just to move the story forward because it's just not the right time. You know what I mean? Not for all-out war. It's just not. I might be missing somebody, though. There could be something. But the bottom line is, if we're going to just take Tara, make it brutal, take Tara, Francine, make it brutal as fuck. I feel like I'm missing someone that would be perfect. But let me think on it. But then we would have 6, 7, and 8. Negan is winning. Come back in 9. Rick gets a little win. Slam him again in 10 with Negan having a huge win. And then from that point on, because you got Rick winning so big, Negan wins. Then Negan wins. Then Rick gets a win. Then Negan wins. From that point on, it is like every half episode each gets a win. And build that up until the finale where it is just some explosive shit where Simon finally dies. Along the lines of that explosive rapid finale, like the episode, 13, 14, 15, you would have Morgan die, like episode 14. And that would be the catalyst for Rick to put Negan in jail, to set the community straight, put in charge a new leader. That's shit that countries do, Anyway. I'm not a multiplayer online guy, just not my thing. I love the story modes. Yeah, story modes are cool. Sav, Q&A. What would you think was the purpose of killing Dr. Carson at the Sanctuary with Harlan being taken have some effect on the story, and do you think they will get him for Maggie? Yeah, I don't know. That's part of the story where I was just like, here's the thing. I don't know off the top of my head if it will be something big, but it could be. If they have enough room, 16 seasons, they might use some kind of mission to pull the Doctor out of there because they need it for Maggie. And that could be something that is a potential story element they might have thought of. Like, keep in mind, if you don't know how you're going to write season 8, you could say, you know what, we need something for Maggie. Like they did with season 6, where they had Maggie have the problem and they had to rush her to Hilltop. That created the finale. You know what I mean? Maggie's problem created the finale. If you know to set something up that's potential, you don't have to use it. You take the Doctor out of the Hilltop. That creates at any moment, if you wanted to, you can create Maggie to have some kind of complication. Then it's a rush to get the Doctor from the sanctuary. So I think that might have been some of the idea, because I don't know, maybe the actress was going to a different gig as far as Sherry. I don't know. I don't know how I feel with that Doctor scene as it played out with Dwight and all that. I don't know. I don't know if I like it, because it doesn't do a lot for his redemption story. When you rewatch it, that's a really dick thing to do, Maybe they'll touch on that coming up. The Walking Dead, or TWDLM. Ronnie, do you think season 8 of The Walking Dead will be ruined due to low budget? I think that is a possibility. And not ruined completely, but it might suffer. It might suffer. RJ Hinter, no point adding someone to PSN you won't play with. That's just to stoke your ego and brag to your friends. What is? That you got a lot of friends on PSN? I feel like what? We are all Chuck Norris. I don't know what that means. Got bit, fever hit. I like that. Q&A, are you going to play Kojima's new game, Death Stranding, starring Norman Reedus when it comes out? Yeah, I'll play that. Walking Dead girl, did it jam up or lag? Yeah, I'm going to play the Death Stranding when it comes out. I don't know what it's about, but what was your favorite Negan quote? I don't know if I have one. Let me think. What was one of favorite Negan quote? Probably his Cock Fan Club one. Remember the one we were going to make shirts out of, or we wanted The Walking Dead to make shirts out of? Maybe that one. That's a throwaway though. That's one of the more recent ones. But I'm drawing a blank on his quote. Roy M. Barr, Rick and Morty is a cartoon show about basically Doc Brown and Marty McFly from, really? Back to the Future, but Doc Brown is a severe alcoholic. Rick and Morty. Wait, Morty, Doc Brown. So it's not like officially licensed to be Rick, oh no, Rick and Marty? Okay, I see what you mean. So it's kind of like a generic version of them, but making fun of the shit. That's hilarious. I might check it out. Crippled Daryl. Hey, Ronnie, you seen the new Predator cast? They are cucked. Kev W. Cucked. That's another weird insult. Where did that come from? Wait, maybe I'm screwing that insult. When you're a cuck, you're just someone who likes to watch your wife get pounded by another guy, right? Or is that cuckold? Now I'm confused. Fuck. The Predator cast, I don't know. I don't look at it and think it's terrible. I think they could definitely do... I don't think there's anyone that's shining out, except for the one guy that was from Logan. I think he definitely has a lot of potential. There was somebody else. Who was it? Yeah, you know what I mean. He was the villain in Logan. He definitely has a lot of potential. But, Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane did The Punisher. He did The Mist. He was originally going to play Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead. I like that he's in it. I don't think he has that quality, though, to really bring it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't mean it like that. I just mean as charismatic and lasting as Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? That was a big deal with the first part. Arnie was a big player. It wasn't just a Predators movie. Arnie really brought it. No one cares if you're vegan. Are you really vegan? Vegans are nuts. Mexprin. What's your favorite Rick line? The Walking Dead. In the TV show, it's the speech at the end of season 5. I don't know lines. I don't have any. There's tons of speeches. There's tons of moments. There's tons of scenes that I absolutely love. But as far as remembering them, I don't know. I've never known like, oh, that's the thing. Maybe I do, and I'm just flaking because I feel like, hurry up, brain, come up with something, and the brain just says, fuck you, I got nothing. Ecom on Ram. Daryl is gonna stumble across Sherry. He might. What do we got? 2 best thing I heard all day. Love Dub. What up, Ronnie? Just got off work just in time to join the live stream. What up, Jay Rizzy, the legend? They said we said they can't stay in case they are monitoring. Laugh out loud. I'm the manager, hotel, casino. I have no idea what the hell you're saying. Roar to you, Shiva the Tiger. Shiva the Tiger. Me hungry. Oh, just a bunch of shit. What? You watch Ronnie a lot when you say we are the Walking Dead just before he did. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Josh McDermott was getting death threats from fans. Is that what you guys talking about? That's a real shitty thing. Dawn on the Dead, original or remake? Oh, Dawn of the Dead, original or remake? That's rough. Dawn of the Dead remake started out bomb. Like, just beast. I'm not a fan of the fast zombies, but still, the way they filmed it, I don't know, just loved it. Especially getting into the car and just driving through. I thought they did a great job with that. The look of the neighborhood and the tension. However, the stuff with the dude, and I like that dude. Who's that dude? Like Gibson, isn't it? I like the actor. I liked him. I think it's like Ty Gibson or something. Stuff with him and his little zombie baby and some other shit. I thought it was just ridiculous. Just a waste of time. I don't know. So, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think both are overrated in their own way. I think a lot of the originals, the classics, are overrated. And I think they were a big impact because of their time. You know what I mean? But that's all they got going for them. It's when they were made. But we will go back and we will look at the classics and stuff like that in a little review. So that should be fun. I like doing that. Oh, Crippled Camel. He said that I should have a chat with the mods so that way they let me know if I'm lagging behind in comments. That's not going to help because there's no way in hell I could keep up with 200 people who are commenting. It's just not possible, bro. So, like, by the time I read it, look, 10 comments popped up, on my screen. So, how do I read your comment? 10 comments pop up, and then I read, you know what I mean? I got to skim for one. That's not something that's possible. So, I know I lag behind in the comments, but what happens is I'll skip to the fresh comments every now and then to stay with you guys. And then everyone in the back end goes, you never got my comment, you skipped my comment, so they re-comment again, or they just yell at me. So that's just something that is not going to be 100% all the time. There's a World War Z 2. Yeah, there shouldn't be. Fuck that. Let's see what else we got. Let's farm some questions that we haven't answered before. Eugene joining back to Survivor, Zombieland, or Shaun of the Dead. Oh, there we go. Zombieland or Shaun of the Dead. I'd have to say Shaun of the Dead by just a hair. I don't know. Woody Harrelson. I love Woody Harrelson, and I love the darker way it's filmed. I don't know. If I rewatch them, I might actually say Zombieland. I'm changing it. Zombieland, and then Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead. But they're close for me. They're pretty damn close. Nick S. said original had better characters. That's possible. That's a damn shame, though, because I know one thing I always hated as a kid, even as a dumb kid, is George Romero was horrible at making good characters. He always seemed to have the generic guy. Here's a bad guy because he's a fucking bad guy. You know, here's the badass because he's the fucking badass. Yeah, they always seemed just the generic. If you had a default character in your video game, that's his type of characters. But then again, maybe back then they weren't really focused on diving deep with character development and all that. Some other movies were, though, so maybe they were. It Comes at Night. Yeah, I saw that trailer. DD Productions asked, It Comes at Night. Go look it up if you haven't seen it. When I first saw it, I thought it was another remake of I Am Legend. For those who don't know, I got a video in the works about this. The company that owns the rights to I Am Legend, which was based on a novel that was written in like the 50s, which was actually the story that, and no one talks about this because everyone gives George Romero credit for everything. George Romero actually took the idea from the I Am Legend, the original book. I think it was, what fuck was it? I have everything written down in the binder in my script. I wrote this script 2 years ago to do a video on it. And George Romero talked about taking the idea from that. I think it was like the last something or other. But ever since then, this company has been making movie after movie that is literally a exact carbon copy of I Am Legend, but they keep changing the actors. If you go online, you can look up a movie with Matthew Fox. That is I Am Legend, but they just tweak the script a little bit. And then if you look it up, there's like 3 more that is the same script, but they change a couple things. When I first saw that, It Comes at Night, it is identical to I Am Legend. The book and the different movies, just with some things changed. So I was real curious to see who put that together and how, because it was just real similar. Now, towards the end, they kind of give this twist in the trailer, which leads me to believe, okay, it's not related at all to I Am Legend and all those other things, but it is damn similar. They only come out, same thing with I Am Legend and the book it's based on and all that, but this one looks a little different. Mayan says, live stream offline shows all black, but everyone is still chatting, so is this on my end? I don't know. Mine's all good. Are you guys good or what? Say at the bottom. Ronnie, do you think there's enough material in All Out War to last an entire season? Will the writers add a lot of original material? Christina Berg, another kick-ass mod for the Mapp family. Yeah, I think at this time, I think it will be the entire season. And as far as original material, I think they have to add. I don't know if it'll be a ton, but I think it will be a good amount. Because we have Oceanside Early, we have the Garbage Group. They already made that girl a, what is that called? For those who think that is a telling sign, she has a lot more added to her character anyway. But I think we are getting a good amount of original material as well as stuff that is fleshed out from the original show. Oh, we already passed an hour. It's past my bedtime, bro. Johnny the Future. Hey, Taylor Ryder. Johnny, where you at, dog? Johnny the Future asked where I got the Lucille bat. Fucking Deadpool, chill, bro. Just make sure I don't knock anything over. And if you're wondering about my misshapen head, it's because I cracked it open. Yeah, sexy, right? Oh, man. Black and white. Check the feed. I think I even still have his... no, I probably don't. But Taylor Ryder, I think it is what? Taylor Ride with a Y, not an I, _0. I think that's what it is on eBay. He's got bats up, all the different bats. He sent them into review, but I got to show it off for the Walking Dead fans. I would feel like an ass if I was like, well, that's nothing. Don't worry about that. But I think this is one of my favorites because it just looks so freaking cool. All right, what do we got? Do you think they'll ever be able to sway TV viewers to forgive Negan for killing Glenn and Abe? Like how? No, you're not gonna fool everybody. But this is something that's been done in TV and storytelling a lot. Take a character that's hated. For example, look at The Flash. Who watches The Flash on the CW? They took a character, Wells, is that his name? And he was the hated villain, and they did what they need to do in the story to twist it around and kind of write themselves out of a corner closer to the end. I think in the 3rd season he's just a different character, or maybe he always was. I forget the specifics, but a lot of fans might not. Like for me, there's no redemption, but at the same time, I want him in the story. You know what I mean? We got crazy over the box match Q&A. Ronnie, why do you think they skipped over Tara's reaction to Glenn's death? Jella 141. I don't know why they did that. I honestly don't know. They skipped that. They skipped her reaction to Denise's death, and I have no idea why. We should have saw that. What do we got? Yeah, Johnny. Is that right? The future. Damn, I gotta buy me one of those black Lucille bats. I fucking love that shit. I'm telling you what, it is awesome. In person, I can tell you, definitely, it is awesome. Yeah, Jella wants Gavin to join the survivors. We're at 235 watching. That's one more than the last time. The max we've ever had was 234. So we just hit a new record, I think. I don't know. I'm just making shit up now. Yeah, Gavin could. I could see that. That's fine. Back on his 40. What? Filmmaker wannabes. Yes, my thoughts for a while now. Where we got? Adam Gibbons. Well, season 1 was Reverse Flash. Oh, yeah, it's a Flash stuff. But you get what I'm saying. They took a character. It's a fan favorite. It's a popular character. And, maybe those fans were connected to that actor and just brought him back on for some other shit. Abraham Khalil. Do you think Madison is alpha? No, I do not. Why else would they bring fear to us? They already walk among us. Look at Nick. Well, hold on. Back the fuck up. They brought fear because it's more money. It's a spin-off. There's no way in hell they go, guys, look at, we can make a whole show to do a backstory to these villains. No, they made fear because it's more money. And they knew they could do that. And they are doing that. They did do that. They are doing that. As for her being alpha, if somebody can explain why that's good for the story, how it does anything good for the story, explain to me where Lydia comes from, and don't say Alicia can change her name. That is the most ridiculous thing in the world. That is a stretch. And then say, okay, well, Madison can become alpha, Alicia can just be Alicia, you know what I mean? And we don't need a Lydia. Okay, where's Beta? Is Beta some other character they're going to meet up? Yeah, he's some other... We haven't seen him yet. Or is Beta Strand? Is Beta Travis? It just... Why? You know what I mean? Again, like I said, if somebody can explain why it does something good for the story, except for us just going, oh, look at that, it's a cool, bad guy backstory. Because that's all it does. All it does is it says, I recognize this character from Fear the Walking Dead. That's all it does. Rosita Sasha death swap. Would that have made more sense? Probably not, because Rosita was such a bitch towards the end. Adam, I can't lower the bit rate. It's at the lowest it can go. Might need to lower it a bit. Yeah, it's at the lowest. I don't know what to tell you. J Money 22. How do you want the Savior Jared to die? Be as specific as possible. Viciously. I think it would be awesome if Morgan was to defeat him somehow, and then Morgan was to take the pointy end of the stick and jam it in his neck, and it just kind of made him start choking, and then Morgan was able to jam it in his neck again, and maybe it made like a little blood wound, and then he's choking more. And then the third time, Morgan was able to jam it through his neck, and then it was the gurgling blood, and then Morgan just didn't stop and just kept going and going and going until his head was off. How's that? Sharp Striker. Do you think The Walking Dead was best without a villain? For me, I enjoy season 1 and 2. Second half of 4, 5, and 6 better than season 7 or 3 and 7 where the governor and Negan were around. Me personally, no. I think it's awesome for all the different reasons, but I do think it can be fine without a villain. However, I think once in a while you just need the villain. If you went 7 seasons without a villain, it would just get unrealistic as fuck. I mean, if the world went to shit, you're gonna run across people soon. Look how people act now. Look how, and I don't even know the politics behind it, but just look how people act when you want someone to come speak at your college. And again, I don't even know the politics behind it, but all you see on the news is like people putting locks in, like that shit we did in prison. And you got like college students putting locks in, well, in prison it's locks and socks or more. No, I'm sorry, not locks and socks. Bikers do the locks and the socks. In the upstate, you can do the lock for your, because you get a chest, you could put all your commissary in it. So you did the locks and socks. But in counties or something like that, you would put your bars of soap in your socks. And when you beat somebody, it's fucking brutal. That is the shit you're seeing at these colleges where they're bringing somebody to talk, and I don't care how different of an opinion those people have. Like, is this real life? You know? So yeah, you need villains, because in the real world, if shit just went dead, all lights, all technology, let's say a solar flare took out everything. In 24 hours, I guarantee you I'd be stabbing someone in their throat because it's either him or me. Like, that's how I view the world. The world is shit, you know? People, for the most part, are shit. There's a lot of good people out there, but when it comes down to, you know, other people eating well, or their greed or whatever, like, shit is just going to get real, and it's going to get real fast. What do we got here? Jella, Q&A, Ronnie. Jerry or Fat Joey? I like Jerry better. Fat Joey just, you know, didn't do much. Held out a gun, ate a sandwich, and then what else did he do? Yeah, that's about it. Shaheem Grimes, Rosita Sasha death swap. I think we talked about this. Adam Gibbons. Yeah, let's scroll down, see what else we got. Royal Skinning 35. What would happen in the TV show if Negan and comic Negan met? Oh, that's just fucking dumb. They're the same person. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, EMP. Daryl got a crossbow at the Kingdom right before he left. Yeah, Daryl did get a crossbow. Sharp Striker, Season 8. You're really going to have to step up their game to grow the viewers back. Season 7 was an all-time low since Season 2. Even Season 3 had more viewers. Listen, anyone can state their opinion. Mine still remains, it was the structure. The split episodes, it was just too much, you know, what story they were telling. the combination, I'll agree with that. The combination, but the split structure was rough. Robbie Dehan. Hey Ronnie, do you plan on making more vids on current events like the one you did on Daddy of 5? No. There's other ones I want to do about stuff that's on YouTube. Like I just today when I was packing, I was doing research on this other channel, and it has to do with something that was like coming out heavily around 2014, 2015. But I think it's crazy. You guys will like it. B.I. James, not sure if you guys talked about this, but how do you think they'll mention Sasha in the beginning of Season 8? We haven't talked about it, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of mention. It might just be a sentence, a sentence here and there. Michelle Laney, Dead Living, when is that coming out? Yeah, it's Doomsday Kingdoms, the official title. Dead Living was just something we went by for, I'm drawing a blank. The working title. But Dead Living, in 1 week, we're going to announce the progress, and it's coming out now. Because like I said, well, not now. I shouldn't have said that. But, it's coming out soon. Because I'm trying to get with the artist, so hopefully we can have something coming up for the second issue. Something out for issue 2 for the 4th of July. Because it takes place during the 4th of July, so I think that would be cool. Mr. J96, what about in the show? Do you think we will see the Negan backstory? Yeah, I talked about this last time. I think it fits in Season 8. 9. Jay Reezy, the legend. Ronnie, is there any songs you'd like to see in Season 8? No, I was never one for picking songs and jamming it into The Walking Dead. They did use a couple songs already. Like, you guys know, the songs they use for the trailers in, I think it's 5 and 6. Those are songs I would have picked, but they already use them. Elijah Jackson, send a super chat. Just wanted to know, you're my favorite thing about The Walking Dead. Send a super chat. Awesome. How the hell did I miss that? Elijah. Fuck. Cut, edit. Elijah Jackson. Another one. Favorite thing about The Last of Us? It's got to be the story. No, fuck that. There's so many favorite things. Alright, you know what? I'm going to pick one little favorite thing. Listening mode. I think listening mode fits the story perfectly. That it's just genius that they included it. Because if you're sneaking around zombies, you would listen carefully to see how they were. I think that listening mode is my all-time, for right now, that's my favorite thing about The Last of Us, besides the characters and the story and all that. Super chat from Elijah Jackson. You also did one favorite thing about The Last of Us. Love your channel, ? Okay, you did two. I don't know if that was an accident, but yeah, there you go. The characters, obviously, Joel and Ellie, my all-time favorite things about The Last of Us. The story, listening mode was fun as hell, and it fit the story perfect. I thought it was great. We only have 9 minutes, though. We do got to wrap it up. Sounds really fucking cool. Oh, talking something else. Mr. Wonderful 1245. Ronnie, what'd you do if they really was an apocalyptic situation? What would I do? I mean, we'd be fucked, but I'd rob a pharmacy. Right off the bat, probably. Get some antibiotics, get some stuff we need, maybe some perks for the shits and giggles. But besides that, probably get a hold of some guns. Some more ammo for the guns I got, and then load up, get a bug out bag, and then I would just wait and see how it played out, and then make my move from there. Try to at least put the people around me that I know, friends and family. I would probably get out to a secure location, maybe get out to my grandparents, and then because we have family around the way, get in touch with my brother, get everyone in that location, and then from there, as long as we're together, make a plan from that point on. Katie Gate, that wearing sunglasses. Well, in season 2, Madison, father was abusive, physically abusive. Daryl was also abusive. What if it's and I knew that was going to happen. Your comment just skipped. Oh, there we go. Well, season 2, Madison. What if Madison is the youngest of the Dixon fam? They never talked about having a little sister, so I don't think that would be possible. You know? When will Eugene join the Survivors? Season 8. What's my prediction for Heath? I talked about this on the other live stream. I just think some other group grabbed him up, and we'll see him during Season 8 sometime. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't start Witcher 3 yet. I didn't even have any time. Michelle Laney, in the Walking Dead world, what skills do you have that would be valuable to a group that would not make them kill you? Man, if groups are like that, we're all fucked. But I am pretty good. I mean, my entire life I've been obsessed with doomsday, apocalyptic shit, so I've always studied and read about being a survivalist, so I feel like I'm good. That girl wearing glasses, I think plus I'm a steamroller, when it's time to get shit done, I will fucking roll over you. That girl wearing glasses, I think you're dreaming of, you might be talking to somebody else. I just said no. Wait, what? I just said I'm dreaming. I don't know what you guys are talking about. When is Morales returning? He's not. Pat Sanzone. Ronnie, you were the guy I would be afraid of. Oh, man, I lost your shit. Oh, there we go. Afraid of if shit. Wait. If shit. That's all you wrote. You need to be ready before your plans get me killed. Oh. You can't be ready for shit that you don't know is going to happen. It's easy to say, are you prepared? Prepare for the world to fall apart. But in what way? I mean, if you get prepared with a little bug out bang and whoopsie whoop, are you prepared for like a solar flare? I mean, shit. I hope you know that just fried everything. Every backup thing you thought you had that had like a chip in it. So I think it really depends on what kind of event you're preparing for. Meerkat 280. Ballisten mode is basically like Survivor, since it's a game gimmick that every game has. Without it doesn't change anything. Still a good game though. Love the side stories you could find. Yeah, I tell you what, Meerkat, name every game that had that listen mode, and then this is part one, name every single game that had that exact listen mode, and then we'll continue part 2 from there. What do we got? Dark Knight 85. Dude, if I buy your comic, would you autograph it for me? Yes, there will be an autographed option on there. Whitney Van. Hey, Ronnie, I have been a subscriber for a long time, but I haven't commented a lot. I love your channel, and I'm a single parent. I really admire your awesome dad, and you... I fucked that up. What an awesome dad you are. Keep being awesome. I really appreciate that, Whitney. Thank you very much. What do we got? Hey Ronnie, can you disable the chat timer thingy for us after Party Peeps when the live stream is done, so we don't have to wait to send messages in a row? I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. Good night, Ronnie. Yeah, I'm about to be good night in about 4 minutes. Hey Ronnie, can you disable... Oh yeah, I already read that. Do you think Jadis will lay with Rick? No. What characters do you see them introducing in Season 8? More from communities we already know, or new characters? Well, I don't know. There's this thing floating around with 2 new characters coming, and I was going to post a video on it, but I think it is possible we get, a new community at least. Definitely a new community. As if it wasn't full already, but, we'll discuss that. What else we got, Ronnie? I think that you will love Witcher 3. Yeah, everyone tells me I'm going to love Witcher 3. Last of Us game that had the most Game of the Year rewards is Witcher 3 came out. Just think about that. I don't give a shit about rewards. I think the whole system is set up anyway, but I will just simply sit back and absorb the fact that everyone's telling me to play Witcher 3, and I think I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Do you watch TV show Colony? No, I don't. I will check it out, though. I've been meaning to check it out. Amazing Sold. Do you ever wish you could watch the show without having read the comic? No, not at all. Now that you have an idea of how... Nope, never. Not even close. Listen, I, for the 10 millionth time, zombie genre, all-time favorite genre from now till the day I die. It's been that way since I was a kid. Loved The Walking Dead. Like, loved it. Once I read the comic, I've been 10 times more in love with what they do with the show. There's no way in hell I would ever wish that I didn't know with what was going to happen. I enjoy it more being excited to see Negan come alive on screen, or being excited for this or that. I enjoy that a lot more, even for the moments that, like, you know, comic Jesus. It's not what we got from the comic, you know. Even though that little bit, all the positives override that little bit of disappointment, you know what I mean? Plus, Tom Payne is doing such a good job, it's hard to be totally disappointed with it, you know what I mean? So I think the stream cut out. If it did cut out, I said Tom Payne is doing such a good job as Jesus. It's hard to be completely disappointed. But yeah, I think there's, you know, 80% on the positive side from having read the comics than the negative side, where you just get a little annoyed for 20% of the changes. Maybe even less, to be honest. Do you ever... Yeah, I already read that one. You're awesome. Do you know who your boy Psycho? Yep, YouTube channel. Debbie Bryant. Q&A. I didn't expect Judith to live this long. Do you think she'll make it to adult? You know what, to be honest, I didn't either. I thought it was going to get rid of her off screen, throw a little blood in the thing. I didn't think they would use her for a good story element, you know? Currently, we can only use... Oh, Raiders Cat. Currently, we can only send 1 message a minute. I will look into that. Yeah, I will look into that. B.I. James. Let me see. Because I have stream options right here. I don't see how I can change that just yet. Oh, Adam Gibbons. Thank you very much for the super chat. Wait, Making It Rain. Appreciate all the work you put into your channel, man. Buy some candy for Juliet. I appreciate the super chat. That's a weird one, though. It says NZ before the $5. I don't know what NZ is, but still appreciate the super chat. I'm going to have to look that up. NZ. Are you from a different country or something? Maybe that's what it is. I hope so. I always watch all his vids. He's a really awesome guy. Finally made a live chat. Yes. Past 4 a.m. Got to get some sleep. Good night, Ronnie. Good night. Dark Knight 85. Brandy Lynn. Ronnie, Q&A. When you said involving people later down the road on your channel as cast on skits if they live nearby, were you serious? Because I think it's cool as fuck. I am more than 100% serious. I mean, if it's no bullshit and they're down to work, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. What else we got? We got 2 minutes and we got to shut it down. Ronnie, Doomsday Kingdom looks like it's going to be pretty good. I like the Ryder character. He looks badass. Definitely going to support it. I really appreciate the support. Issue 1 is going to have something where, as we release it, afterwards I'm going to do a video explaining some of it for some people, because issue 1 is very different, and I talked about this before. I feel like issue 1 is something that anybody who's like in the industry would say don't release that shit, because issue 1 sets up for something that you don't get until later on, you know what I mean? But a lot of comics do that, but they just hide it from you. Right here we're saying this is the world, this is how it looks like. Now sit back and hear how he got there, you know what I mean? So if people are okay with that, I think they'll fucking love it. Thoughts on Fast and Furious? It's a waste of time. It's a furious waste of time. Megan Smith, I do Game of Thrones videos. Now I don't do predictions and I don't talk about them filming, but when they release the episodes, I will review them. Each episode, yep. Isn't much of a question, but I wanted to tell you that my homeroom teacher, social studies teacher, is a big Walking Dead fan, and we have great discussions. Well, that's awesome. Wait, awesome. That's awesome. That's nasty. Yeah, we're rolling out in 1 minute, but the lag keeps going off stream and on stream every 10 seconds, so it might be my connection this time. Yeah, it went offline. It keeps going. Oh, fuck. There it goes again. Yeah, guys, we're going to shut it down because it keeps going offline and online, and it's offline again. It's going like crazy. So, and like I said, every time close to midnight, it always starts fucking up. So, we're going to bounce now. Let me answer a couple questions and we'll get going. Thoughts on rushing the Whispers with the casting of Dante? They didn't cast Dante. If they did, then they're just setting him up for after. Fat Horse Can. Hey, Ronnie, how do you think Rick and Negan fight will play out in the show? A lot better than it did in the comic. Patrick Starr, Ronnie, where could I go to get a first issue signed? I'll buy. Well, you'll know. I will post a link when it's out. Ronnie, Q&A. Am I time out? No. Why would you be in timeout? Jillian Perron. No, we messed that up. No, where you go? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, it keeps going offline and online, so we're going to shut it down because the internet is going nuts. He's not... Brandy Lynn, I've been reading your shit all night. Open your ears. Have a good night, bro. See you. Yeah, have a good night. Alright, yeah. I gotta go. This is going offline and online, so the end of this was just crazy, but I want to make it abundantly clear. Brandy Lynn, go back and rewatch this. I've been reading your stuff at least 3 times. I read out stuff you put. So, yeah. Yosef Amas, Rosita's never going to touch you if you were on fire, bro. So, I hate to be the one to be the bearer of bad news. The girl, anybody hates the Whispers arc as much as I do? Oh, girl with the glasses, you're crazy. Have a good night, everybody. Did I like the original cast ensemble better? No. I mean, I love all the cast, you know, old and new. Old and new. Yeah, I'm going to see if there's an after party. Have a good night, Ronnie. I'll support Doomsday Kingdom. Doomsday Kingdom this week, there's most likely going to be an update video if we get it right. So, do you think... Yeah, Ronnie, have a good night, bro. I'll give up next time. Good night. I couldn't find any other game. Yeah, I think there's a delay just by your responses, because a bunch of this shit some of you were responding to, I said like 2 minutes ago. So I think there's a delay, which might be difficult, because if I'm like, oh, peace out, and you guys are still going, if there's something where it's like, Ronnie, da-da-da, and it's like, whatever. Ronnie, you're drunk, go home. All right. Yeah, fuck it. Have I checked out Extremity? Boom. What is this? Issue 3, bitch. Yeah, I checked it out. It's actually pretty good. If issue 3 doesn't captivate me, I'm going to stop. But issue 1 and issue 2 did good. No, I don't smoke weed. I support weed, and one day I will smoke weed again. How many issues of Doomsday Kingdom do you have planned out? 100. I'll plan out 100 exactly. Actually, it's more like 137, but still. 100's a nice and easy number, and I got to get it to something different. 137 is just a stupid number. All right, guys, live stream keeps cutting in and out, and I got to go do something for Doomsday Kingdom, actually, so I'm going to shut it down. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment box, and stay tuned. Wait, no, ever do that? Yeah, people would do that. Stay tuned this week for some more live streams randomly throughout the week. All right, I'm done talking. It's your turn. Yes, we will have those t-shirts.